Hello, my friends, and welcome back to Global Flyer. Today, we're embarking on an exhilarating journey to a place that's as breathtaking as it is notorious. Nestled high in the Himalayas of Nepal, we're talking about Lukla Airport, officially known as Tenzing Hillary Airport. You've probably heard the whispers, the legends, the title it holds, the world's most dangerous airport. But what's the real story behind this incredible feat of engineering and aviation? Fasten your seatbelts, because we're about to find out. Lukla is the gateway to Mount Everest for thousands of trekkers and climbers every year. Just looking at pictures, you can see its stunning, yet intimidating, location. Perched on the side of a mountain at an elevation of 9,334 feet, or 2,845 meters, it's surrounded by towering peaks. What makes it so unique and challenging is its runway. It's incredibly short, just 1,729 feet long, which is about 527 meters. To put that in perspective, a typical international airport runway is over 10,000 feet long. Not only is it short, but it's also sloped. The runway has a 12% gradient, which is a significant incline. This clever design helps planes slow down quickly when they land uphill and accelerate faster when they take off downhill. At one end of the runway is a sheer mountain wall, and at the other, a terrifying 2,000-foot drop into the valley below. There's absolutely no room for error. There are no go-arounds here. Once a pilot commits to landing, they have to land. So, how did this extraordinary airport come to be? We have to thank the legendary Sir Edmund Hillary, the first person to summit Mount Everest, along with Tenzing Norgay. Back in 1964, Hillary wanted to make the Everest region more accessible and help the local Sherpa community. Originally, he intended to build the airport on flat farmland, but the local farmers refused to give up their precious land. So, as a compromise, the current location was chosen. Sir Edmund Hillary himself supervised the construction, and it's said that he bought the land from local Sherpas for about $2,650. The runway wasn't even paved until 2001. It's a testament to his vision and determination. In 2008, the airport was renamed in honor of Tenzing Norgay and Sir Edmund Hillary to celebrate their monumental achievement of reaching the summit of Everest for the first time. It was a fitting tribute to the two men who not only conquered the world's highest peak, but also opened it up for others to experience its majesty. Now, let's talk about what you'll find at the airport. The facilities are, as you might expect, quite basic. There's a small terminal building with a check-in area, a waiting lounge, and not much else. Don't expect duty-free shops or fancy restaurants. It's all about function over frills. The real star of the show is the view from the waiting area, where you can watch the dramatic takeoffs and landings against the backdrop of the spectacular Himalayas. The weather in Lukla is another major factor that adds to the challenge. It's notoriously unpredictable. Clear mornings can quickly turn into cloudy, foggy afternoons with high winds. Flights are often delayed or cancelled for days on end. The best flying conditions are typically in the early morning, so the airport is a hive of activity from sunrise until about midday, after which the weather usually closes in. Pilots flying here need special training and years of experience. They rely almost entirely on visual flight rules, meaning they have to see the runway to land. There's no fancy radar system to guide them in. It's pure skill and nerve. So, which airlines are brave enough to fly this route? The main operators are domestic Nepali airlines. You'll see planes from companies like Sita Air, Summit Air, and Terra Air. They typically use short takeoff, fanned landing, or STOL aircraft like the de Havilland, Canada Twin Otter, and the Dornier 228. These are small, robust propeller planes perfectly suited for the extreme conditions of Lukla. The flight from Kathmandu to Lukla is an adventure in itself, lasting only about 30 to 40 minutes. But it's probably one of the most scenic and heart-pounding flights you'll ever take. Given its reputation, it's important to address the airport's safety record. The world's most dangerous title isn't just for show. Sadly, there have been several accidents over the years. The combination of the short, sloped runway, unpredictable weather, and high altitude creates a higher risk environment. One of the most significant incidents occurred in October 2008 when a Yeti Airlines Twin Otter crashed on final approach and caught fire, resulting in fatalities. There have been other incidents involving planes veering off the runway or crashing during takeoff or landing attempts, often linked to poor weather conditions or technical issues. For example, in 2017, a cargo plane crashed during a landing attempt in bad weather. And in 2019, an aircraft veered off the runway during takeoff and struck two helicopters parked nearby. These incidents are stark reminders of the immense challenges pilots face every single time they fly into Lukla. However, it's crucial to remember that tens of thousands of flights successfully land and take off every year. The aviation authorities in Nepal and the airlines themselves have implemented stricter regulations and training requirements to improve safety. Pilots who fly this route are among the most skilled in the world, with extensive experience in mountain flying. Despite the risks, Lukla Airport remains a vital lifeline. It's not just for tourists. It's essential for the local Sherpa communities, bringing in supplies, goods, and connecting them to the rest of the country. For adventurers, it's the start of a life-changing journey to the base camp of the world's highest mountain. The thrill of landing at Lukla is the first step of the Everest experience. The sheer beauty of the location, combined with the raw power of aviation, makes it a place of awe and respect. So, is Lukla Airport the world's most dangerous statistically? It has a challenging safety record, but it's also a marvel of human ingenuity and courage. It represents the constant dance between humanity and nature. A place where skilled pilots navigate extreme conditions to make the impossible possible. It's a symbol of adventure and a gateway to one of the most incredible places on Earth. Would you be brave enough to take the flight? Let me know in the comments below. Thank you so much for joining me on this high-altitude adventure today. If you enjoyed this video and want to see more content about incredible places around the globe, make sure to hit that like button. And don't forget to subscribe to Global Flyer so you never miss a trip. Until next time, fly safe.